A Bridge Too Far is really important to me as a film. I remember going to see it when I was 8 or 9, and I went because my dad was an airborne soldier in the Territorial Army and knew a great deal of the people who'd fought at the original battle in September 1944. So we went to the cinema, I had my popcorn and my drink, and my dad pulled the movie apart. And that's why it means so much to me. It's why I remember it so clearly. I really love Inglorious Bastards, and I don't mind that it's inauthentic because it says so from the start. It's not trying to be a true story. It's a sort of wish fulfillment movie about if only the war had turned out the way we wanted it to. In lots of ways, it's in the tradition of a film like Where Eagles Dare, which isn't true at all. The weird thing about war movies is people insist on making up stories about World War II when it's packed with incredible, amazing stories. But Inglorious Bastards is brilliant, and I think if you see the war in terms of evil Nazis, then you get your fill from that Tarantino picture. Flying in a Spitfire was the most incredible experience, truly. If you'd gone back and told my 8 or 9-year-old self that one day I'd fly in a Spitfire, he'd have exploded. He wouldn't have been able to cope with it. And the strangest thing about it is I made so many model Spitfires when I was a kid. When I looked out at the wing of the plane beside me, the green and the brown colours of the camouflage on the airframe was so familiar, was so like being 8 or 9 again and concentrating on a model. It was almost like hallucinating or something. It was very peculiar. And then, of course, the moment I got out of the plane, there were some journalists there who wanted to interview me, so I had no idea actually what the experience was like. There's nothing like doing something and then someone immediately goes, well, what was that like? And you can't tell them.